Why? Why does this keep happening to me? I'm talking, of course, about the scanner and stealth attackers. Every single time I upgrade the scanner and I think, well, this should cover it, nobody is gonna stealth hack me again for a very long time, and then suddenly, a few days later, someone comes in with even higher stealth level and just hacks me completely. Like, what is this? This is like an arms race or something. And it's so annoying at the same time too. Here, take a look at this. Unknown 008, level 44, and when he hacked me, I was level 33, so that makes him 11 levels higher. So he has level 6 access, level 5 Wraith, and level 3 Portal. And apparently that's just barely enough to get through, because you see here that by the time his portal gets through, he is at 3,521. Just 80 more visibility, and this would be over for him. He would have not gotten through at all with just 80 more visibility. And that's what I hate so much about this. Because when you look at a brute force attack, you can say something like, oh, every little bit helps, right? Because for example, if you were to upgrade the sentry from level 1 to level 2, it gets +1 damage for every single node. Maybe that one little bit will be the difference between the ice wall breaking or not breaking. I mean, that really could be it. But not with stealth. With stealth, it's only the scanner. It's hard math. You just calculate it, it either goes through and then you're completely screwed, or it doesn't go through and then they're completely screwed. There's like no in between when it comes to stealth. It's not the same as a brute force attack. In a brute force attack, a little bit could be the difference between them going through or them not going through. But in a stealth attack, the little difference is the difference between them winning or them losing. You see the difference here? On one hand, it's them getting through one choke point, but here it's them completely winning altogether. And we see that because he was able to get onto the scanner by portaling onto the code gate, he was able to use the shuriken and get straight onto my guardian and completely cutting off the antivirus. And this is just huge, because we see here that I have no antivirus for the rest of my network, and I have 3 choke points here on this scanner, the other scanner, and that level 1 storage. Those are all supposed to be choke points that would be deadly with the level 16 sentry. But instead, because he was able to portal onto the scanner, he just completely cuts off the antivirus, and this is just a cakewalk for him. It's not even a challenge anymore. And that's what's so stupid, because with stealth, there's no middle ground, right? It's not like you can get a bit of the stealth in and it just helps you win, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee you win. But no, because with stealth, it either guarantees you win, or they are just completely unprepared and they just lose. It's very rare for someone to come in with stealth and then go ahead and say, well, it helped them win, but it wasn't the main reason they won. It's always either they won or they lost with stealth. And that's really annoying, because you would think with brute force attack, the best way to counter brute force attack would be something like upgrading your nodes, whereas the best way to counter a stealth attack would be to upgrade your architecture. But it's actually the opposite. The best way to counter a stealth attack is to upgrade the scanner, whereas your architecture is more to deal with brute force attack. So upgrading the scanner really just feels uncreative, right? And I really don't want to keep upgrading the scanner because it also takes so long. But it really does seem like that's the best way to go about this, because here, take a look. So I was thinking, maybe I'll just be smart about this, right? I'm not going to upgrade the scanner. I can be smart and position the scanner better, because right now the scanner doesn't reach this net connection. So what if I were to put the scanner here onto this code gate, and then move the sentry onto this other code gate and use the sentry as the choke point instead, because that seems like that would work, and now the scanner would reach the net connection, so they would have to get an extra access in, which would also result in them not making it, because right now they get 1 access for free. But no, even that's not enough, because then they can just wraith the scanner. Yeah, it would actually be worth it for them to wraith the scanner. They can access here, wraith the code gate, the scanner and then Discogate and then still Portal on there, and it would actually be even better for them in terms of, well, visibility wise. Of course it's going to cost a bit more, but that doesn't matter. And that's because the sensitivity of the scanner is 300%. So if they were to raise the scanner, they would actually get a portal for 300% less visibility, and that's a huge difference. So I don't even have room for creativity with the structure. The only way is to put the scanner onto this Colgate. In fact, if I keep upgrading the scanner, it's going to be so tanky, I might as well just keep this sentry here as the choke point instead, actually. Like, why am I even using the scanner? Here, look at this. It has 630 firewall now, and that's level 12. My turret has 560. My black ice has 530. This is a scanner. It's supposed to be a very squishy node, but at this point, it's tankier than my turret and black ice. And that's because all of the stealth attacker who has been forcing me to upgrade the scanner over and over again. And now, I might even have to upgrade it to level 13. So what used to be a good choke point, now I'm resorting to the sentry instead. I just lost the choke point because people keep stealth hacking me. I am actually sort of mad at this point, for some definition of mad, because it just feels so uncreative to deal with stealth. And he wasn't the only person either. Take a look here, all of these people are ones who didn't make it in with stealth. This one person made it in with stealth. Notice something in common? Or notice some differences or similarities? But level 37, Jhunex, he actually did make it in with stealth, but I guess he wasn't really thinking straight, and he apparently still managed to fail somehow. So he has level 6 access, level 4 Wraith, and level 2 Portal, which is one level lower on the Wraith and one level lower on the Portal, but it was still good enough. And you'll see here that with the Portal, he got in just barely at there. 3,596 visibility. Just 4 more visibility, and he wouldn't have gotten through at all. And that's what I mean, right? It's so all or nothing. The other guy had 100 visibility left. This person has 4 visibility left, but exact same results. You literally just do the math, and you can know right off the bat whether this is a network you can hack with stealth or not. Because there's no difference between 4 visibility or 100 visibility. That's why I say it's all or nothing. And if you do get it in, then it's huge. But good thing he wasn't being very smart about this, because he has 3 shurikens, but he doesn't use them. Instead, he goes for the beam cannon for whatever reason. I'm not too sure why, but needless to say, that wasn't the smartest move, because the main benefit of portaling onto the Colgate is to quickly get onto the scanner, and then quickly get onto the Guardian. But now you see that my antivirus has spread to the rest of my network, so the main advantage of the portal is not there anymore. I'm guessing maybe he was thinking that with the level 8 beam cannon he could quickly take down the turrets because it doesn't have the high level antivirus, but I think he was mistaken, and it sort of bites him in the back, because now he not only has to deal with the antivirus for this one choke point, but he's also out of ice walls and protector, so he wouldn't even be able to take on the remaining choke points even if he somehow is able to take down this choke point. But we already know that level 6 protector is way too weak against a choke point like this, so he doesn't make it through there either. So he had a lot going for him here, but he messed it up, unfortunately for him. So I was going to upgrade the scanner to level 13, but I had a lot of money, so I just went ahead and upgraded the sentry to level 17. And the thing is, I can upgrade the sentry to level 17 in 5 days on 1 thread, which amounts to 1 day of my 5 thread. But going to just level 13 on the scanner is going to take 6 days of 1 thread. The scanner just takes so much longer, and it just makes it even more annoying. Especially when the only purpose is to defend against one type of attack. So since my sentry's on upgrade, I don't have that much to show. Instead, let's take a look at Neil's attack on me from Antarctica. So as you might already saw in the security lock screen, he has the triangle for full control, which is the bottom triangle. Although he's still lacking a bit of time in the resource, since it seems like he didn't get the triangle for resources. So he has level 14 beam cannons now, which is actually a pretty big difference, But I was saying here how he probably shouldn't have used the blaster, because the level 14 beam cannon actually only does 4 less damage per second than the blaster. And the blaster takes 5 seconds to install, so he actually probably would have been better off just using only beam cannon for this entire hack actually. That's how good the beam cannon is, and that's why I was saying in my last video that I want to focus on upgrading the beam cannon for now, until I upgrade the blaster later. So he's also using the shocker, which definitely has an effect, because in combination with his higher level beam cannon, he's able to actually take down all of these nodes really quickly, even with just the one shocker. And he barely struggled with this 1 sentry plus level 1 node mini point at the back of my choke point. So interestingly enough, he actually struggles the most on this choke point, which is funny because it's not even a security node choke point. It's the core, a compiler, and the code gate, using only the level 16 antivirus. There's no security node here, and I guess this is another testimony to why the antivirus is so good, because he had the core on stun lock with the double blaster combination, so it was only the 2 antivirus from the compiler and the code gate, and that by itself was able to take down his level 5 protector. And the funny thing is, he struggled more on this one choke point that didn't even include a security node than he struggled with my double choke point, which one of them had 2 turrets and the other one had 2 black heights and 1 turret. And another thing is, this shocker doesn't help on a choke point like that, right? Because if you're going to shocker the core, well, you're going to be using a lot of shockers. So he definitely did leave a lot of loot in the bank still, but he's getting close. And very soon, he's going to 100% me. So, you know, maybe it's a sign. Maybe all these stealth hack is a sign that it's time to change my network again. Because after all, I am lazy. I don't want to change my network all the time. It takes effort to think of a new layout, you know? So I've been sort of hoping to just ride out on this network as long as possible. Maybe go up to core 11 or core 12 before I have to change it again. But you know, maybe this is a sign it's time to just change it already. And change to a layout that's not so vulnerable to stealth, and also give me better defense against brute force attacks and shockers maybe. I guess that's it for this episode. So I guess next time we'll find out. Should I say screw it and upgrade the scanner? Or should I say screw it and not upgrade the scanner? So, if you liked this episode, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. See you next time.